Auntie Goodas. Welcome to the Big and Serious podcast. We have so much going on, but before we get into any of that, let's play the intro. Yes, yes, yes. I am getting better at the dance. I'm getting so much better at the dance. I have to say, girl, I am impressed with myself. Welcome to the Big and Serious podcast. It's your girl, Auntie Goodas. Well, it's not your girl, my girl. I'm my girl. I mean, oh, so silly, so early. So early in the show, Ange. Come on now. Welcome to the building. My name is Auntie Goodas. I'm your hostess with the mostess. Tonight's guest, we have Brother B, recording artist, Soca recording artist. Let me do that properly. Soca recording artist Brother B will be joining in the conversation today. And of course, we will go through our big ups and our serious ting and all of that. So tonight's topic is avoiding unwanted attention at a party or a fete, or how do you deal with that unwanted attention at a party or a fete? And I mean, this can go both ways. Men experience it, women experience it. But right now, I am just the ambience and the glow that I've created here for myself. I got my incense burning, so that's what you see swirling around the camera. And of course, I got my candle burning. So we're feeling very zen right now. Okay, so let's get into tonight's big up before we go any further. So each week, I will big up a business or a product or something. So if you have a business or something you want me to big up, you're going to send me an email, BNS, like big and serious, bns@antiegoodas.com, and let's load up the thing, and it's free, Oh my goodness, the chat is chatting. Zentale Wagwan, fully brawling. She's Bree. Welcome to the building. Zentale says, Big Mama, good as. Yeah, man, me that, one and good as another please is it. Big up to Sage. Welcome on the Instagram feed. We do this little cat and mouse game with TikTok. You know what I'm saying? TikTok will be like, yeah, man, you can join us this week. And then the next week, they're like, you can't be here. So this week is one of those you can't be here moments, which is all good. Facebook, you get to do the dance. You do the dance as well. So I like to say you get to share the space. So welcome to Facebook this week. Wagwan with the Wagwan. So let's get into our big up now. I have been going to this event since the very first one when I was 16 years old. I remember my mom and dad taking me and my sister and my cousins to Jamaica Day. And I think it rained that year, to be honest. And we ended up at a building. We were like behind a building. And let me tell you something, the memories. Jamaica Day left a very good first impression on me because, boy, me and my sister and my cousins, we saw a really nice looking young man, because he was around our age, but he was so handsome. I'll never forget that guy. Benton, big up yourself, any which part you're there. I've never spoken to this guy since then, but he was so beautiful. So big up yourself, sir. And I think you just feel like, why, you go to an event like that with your parents are chill because it's Jamaica Day and they're celebrating their country and everything. So they're super chill. So you can chat to the guy and they're not really angry about it. They're not screwing their face. They're all buying you, they bring you your little soda and things so you can enjoy yourself. I'm full joy. And, we get to flirt freely and happily with this very gorgeous man. So anyway, pick up yourself, Mr. Sir. So Toronto Jamaica Day, they're celebrating their 35th anniversary of Jamaican culture and music, um, food and fun. So Jamaica Day happens this Saturday and Sunday in Brampton at the Brampton Sports Park, which is located at 7575 Kennedy Road South in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. For those of you that are international, you might have to just go on their page and watch the action there. So they have some big things going on. On Saturday, they have Mr. Vegas performing. He's going to do his hits. He has so many hits. Heads High. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I Am Blessed. Like so many. He has a new album out actually as well. So hopefully we'll get to talk to him at the event and find out about, what he's been doing, how he stays relevant, all that fun stuff. So he will be performing on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we have Sprague Benz, who also has a new album out, Evolution. So if you haven't started streaming that, go ahead and start. Lots of good tunes. I was listening to Best Friend just before I started the show. And, he talks some real things in that song. So go on over there. So go listen, go give a listen. Big up Sprague Benz on the outside. He will be performing on Sunday. And on both days, Anthony Malvo is going to be performing. So the song that just resonates, like that song carried me through my childhood. Summer love is beautiful, it's not enough. So he did that with Tyga again, alongside Marvel. He will be performing. He's an icon, so you don't want to miss the icons. And of course, national artists as well. Kirk will be there as well, so you don't want to miss that. It's gonna be a good show, and some of the highlights that they have going on will be steel pan performances. They're also gonna have a best dressed fashion show. So I want to know, that work, is it like best dance hall dress, best cultural dress, best rep in Jamaica, or just boy you look nice? So I gotta say, yeah, man, you're dressed nice, you look good, you're forward to the thing really nicely. Oh, there's my incense is incensing. Let me move this. This looks like I'm in a cloud. Let me move this over here. So yeah, go on, too bad, man, brawling. Yeah, so I want to know what exactly them I look for when I say best dress, but I guess you'll have to go to find out. As well, dance competitions. I love a good dance competition, so it'll be nice to see the people that broke out and go on good. And what is Jamaica Day without dominoes? You need dominoes. So they have a domino tent. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a whole heap of people just 6 love. You get 6 love. You get 6. And then people have to go home with the 6 love. I remember, oh my goodness, the memories. I remember playing partners with my dad, and we were playing against my uncle and someone else, fully just playing just because I really just match. I can read the game of dominoes. Like, you actually have to read the dominoes. It's not just about matching. Like, you got to read that to see how many are on the board of each family. I like to call them families, right? So you have the family of 6s and the family of 5s and 4s and so on. And you got to kind of read the game and try to figure out what your partner has, and as well as what your opponents have, because you want to block out your opponents. You want to finish all your dominoes before them. So you got to read the game. But I remember playing against my uncle and my dad. Rest in peace, Uncle Arthur. Rest in peace, Tigan. And we gave Uncle Arthur 12 love. 12 love. That's 2 games, double. We just kept going. We just kept beating him. And my dad was like, you know what, let's just stop this right now. But really and truly, big and serious, I think my dad was carrying the whole game. He carried me through that. But yeah, so domino tent will be happening at Jamaica Day, and they have a vendor market too. So you don't want to miss that. You want to be able to buy some really cool souvenirs or items. Even oftentimes you're gonna find the natural oils, the soaps, the hair products, the food. Listen, when I saw this, I was like, good as you need to show up with a bag of cash. Like you need to have a bag of money because they have an authentic food village. Yo, authentic Jamaican food at a Jamaican festival with Jamaican music and people playing dominoes and dancing and looking nice. What do you mean? I'll be in the food tent. I will be in the food market. The food, it's not even a market. I will be in the food village. There's a village of food and I will be there. So, a whole heap of food opportunities there. So if you haven't really tried Jamaican cuisine, you can go and experience it, and hopefully you full enjoy yourself. And then, of course, they have giveaways and prizes as well. And one thing they're doing, which I rate it, I respect it. If you bring 2 non-perishable food items for donation, I believe they go to the Brampton Food Bank, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But if you bring 2 non-perishable food items, you get entered into a draw for like prizes. Yo, you give and then you get to receive. Yo, a big thing. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. Yeah, man, that's good. So please make sure you bring something. So if you want more information, you're going to follow them on Instagram at Jamaica Day TO, or you can visit them at on their website, which is torontojamaicaday.com. So yeah, man, big up to you, Jamaica Day. You're welcome. Okay, so tonight's serious Ting topic. We're not gonna get too deep into it because Brother B should be joining me at 8:30. Let me just make sure that I can get an email telling me otherwise. Let me just make sure. Never do a one look right now. Listen to my Casamigos rhythm while I check my emails just to make sure it's everything blessed. And while I'm looking, I do want to take a moment to say, "Wheelie done." Big up to you. Shout out. Oh my god, look here, people. Me nah lie. Me talk about Jamaica Day. Me get a Jamaica Day email. You see how them things work? Yeah, big up to you. Okay, so yeah, looks like we're good with Brother B. So tonight's serious thing. And we've all experienced it, men and women. How blessed love to you too, Zetile. No, I'm not blazing. I'm it's my incense. I promise I'm not blazing. No, Zetile, I'm not blazing. I'm not a blazer. Bring fuel can for you. Bree. Bree says I must donate on her behalf. Why? You see how me I look at soft life and it just well. I guess it will look soft life. So we don't donate for you. I might have a pass if you want it. Let me know. All right. So we've all experienced this serious thing. How do you handle unwanted attention at a party or a fete? And I'm gonna get some advice from Brother B on it as well, because I want to know from a man's perspective. Because we will try as women, we will try to be polite and we'll try to be nice about it. But boy, sometimes, oh, Spider, I can't listen to your message right now. I see you send me a voice note, but I cannot listen. We will try our hardest to turn them down in a way that is nice for everybody involved. But sometimes we get cussed. You get a big girl, you think say you wanted, you want to look nice in the place. I can't dance with anybody with my want. Sometimes they do that, and well, we don't want no drama, you see. So if we don't really want to dance with you, you have to just work with it. I tell Fest, big up yourself, tuned in from Instagram. Wagwan. We're talking about when you go to a dance and I thought that says wagwan in yeah. You go to a dance and the people them you're getting some attention that you really don't want, and you're trying to diplomatically turn them down, and it not work. Or even if, how do you avoid it? Let me see if I can move Instagram over, because I feel like you're so far away from me. So far away. All right, there we go. That's better. Bonsoir tout le monde. Yazid. Oh my gosh, that has to be true Montreal flavor. The man said, bonne soirée tout le monde. Yazid. Yazid. Yo, I cannot. Can I use that? Can I teeth that? May I take that? Puis-je avoir ça, s'il vous plaît? Yo, man, big things are going wrong here. So, bonne soirée, Yazid. Yeah. So the people them they he's laughing. The people them like they're they're trying to get your attention and they want to dance with you and those things. But why? Yes, it all the thing looks sticky. You might be in a while really dance with them or really want to deal with them, and they just come and they're there. Or the ones that you're dancing, you're vibing and you're enjoying yourself, and they just come and hitch up themselves on you. Like, what are you supposed to do? Itofes says send them a drink to cool them down. Wait a second, we're out here looking too hot, so them need to cool down. What did Gregory Isaac say? Cool down the PS for me, little woman. You're moving too fast. Yeah, man. Like seriously, no. We need something. We need something. Says Sable. Yeah. So I would love to have like some sort of forum or discussion to find out why the people that feel like it's okay. She's laughing. Why they feel like it's okay to just come and you're dancing and you're vibing, like you're fully enjoying full joy yourself in the dance, and next thing you just feel this body just pressed up against you. Why for? And I don't know if women do it too, but I mean, I have been out with my husband at the time, and a girl slipped her drawers in his pocket because we were there, and he's like, something in my pocket, and then he reaches in his pocket and he pulls. Come on, people, like behave. My gosh. So I feel like the people them, men and women, sometimes them feel like say, boy, them are gonna do what they want to do, and it's just that and you have to just work with it, and it's not go so. It's not cool, It's really not cool. So I would love to find out the thought process from a male perspective on all of that and how we deal with it. Oh yeah, pure nastiness, Brie. Oh, so Itofest, you're a perpetrator. Itofest says sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't because it's offensive. So does it matter? Like, is it how much liquid courage you've had, and that's what makes you do it? Like, when do you decide that you're not doing it, and when do you decide that you're gonna do it? So, like, and he's not talking about the drawers in people's pockets. He's talking about pressing up against somebody and just dancing with them. And in the Caribbean culture, the dancing looks very. Sometimes the dancing looks very sexual. For lack of a better way to explain it. And it's not like people are trying to be lewd or nothing like that. It's just that's how we dance, right? But you want, if you're gonna dance like that, you want it to be with somebody that you actually want to dance that way with. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's kind of a little sticky in a sense. Shouldn't get sticky in a dance, but if everybody's sweaty, you never know. Yes, Idolfest, we are live. Thank you for that. We are live on multiple platforms. We are live on Twitch. Big up to my OGs over at Twitch. Wagwan, love you loads. We are also live on Instagram, which you're watching me from right now. Let's get ready to rumble. While we rumble in the jungle, we're over on Rumble as well right now. We are on Facebook. The Facebook is my personal page, so if you're not like if you haven't already been a friend, I that accept no more friends right now around here. No new friends. Sorry, that just that. So that's how you would be watching on the Facebook feed. I missed one. Oh my goodness, YouTube! How rude. YouTube as well. Big up to YouTube, my OGs as well. So those are all the places that you can catch the Big and Serious podcast. And tomorrow, or at midnight if you want to stay up until midnight and wait, because I usually do it after the show, but on Spotify as well, you can listen without watching. So yeah, we're everywhere. We're like city, we're I was gonna say a name, but now get nobody no free advertisement unless I feel like it. So we're over there, them people, them, no, it's not good. Just for okay. So I get it. Okay, so Fest says only pushes up himself against the women them at Carnival. Only Carnival, no other, just Carnival. Carnival sees, but you know what? Honestly, and I mean, I purposely didn't say Carnival in my caption for the serious Ting topic, because Carnival is okay. While I might not be too impressed, especially if I'm playing mass and I paid a lot for my costume personally, I might not be okay with the fact that I'm outside basically in a bra and panty and somebody's trying to press up, some stranger, some random is trying to press up against me. I can understand it more in a carnival, like in a parade. I can understand it because that is like, what is a part of it. That's a major part of it. But, if I'm in a party, I'm not really feeling it. I don't know. Especially when I start to get sweaty, I don't want you to touch me. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Let me melt on my own. So how they feel like it's okay is crazy. Okay, so Itofest says Carnival is more open to dancing than a club, and oh my goodness, I gotta move this over. I'm just having problems. So I'm having problems with one of my eyes today, people. So we're kind of struggling a little. Carnival is more open to dancing, wild, and a club thing is different. Carnival is daga daga daga. Carnival is definitely daga style. I cannot with this audience. I swear I can't. I cannot. Yes, you're right. Mad Vibes, big up yourself. DJ Glenn C. Wagwan. I'm blushing. Welcome to the building. I have to give you a horn for that. Welcome. All right. So, how do we actually manage this? Really big and seriously, how do we actually, from both sides? And I know that women do it too. So I'm not going to sit here and act as if women are the only ones that experience people coming up to them and just dancing with them and just pressing up against them, because I know women do it too. So how do you diplomatically get out of that? Like, how do you turn a person down? I don't like to embarrass people, enough love to you too. I don't want to embarrass people. You know what I'm saying? So I would try my hardest to be nice about it. But sometimes, and I mean, I dance. I'm a dancer. I love dancing. It's like I fully get immersed in the music and just dance. I don't even care if the hair looks crazy. I don't care if the makeup is melting. I don't care. I'm having a good time. I'm dancing. Like, I'm fully dancing. I'm not doing the especially in Toronto, the pose in the dance where you just stand there with your drink and you're just looking around at people like. No, I'm fully dancing. I am full enjoying myself. Me pay my money for going there, or somebody did pay for me for going there, or somebody was generous enough to let me go in there for free. Me, I full enjoy myself in the business. So I will be dancing and dancing, and then somebody will come and press up against me, and I'll just stop. And I'm sure it's embarrassing for them, but I will just stop. And sometimes I'll look back at them and they'll be like, oh, sorry. And they'll back up and they'll go away and they'll go about their business. But there's got to be a better way, man. Like, it has to be, maybe there should be some universal signal that says, hey, I am open to you pressing up against me in this. I don't know. I'm trying to find solutions, people. But there has to be a better way. And then it's too like if you and I promise you I'm not ranting, I'm just talking about it. Like I'm fully not ranting. I really, to be honest, haven't been to a party in a very long time. But oh, hold on, why is my computer is just dancing. One second. My computer, I talk about dancing, my computer screen, as I try to move the stuff around, starts dancing too. Okay, I think I found the sweet spot. Okay. Yeah. So I don't want to embarrass people, right? But at the same time, I don't want you pressed up against me. So I would like you to immediately remove yourself from my person. Please immediately remove yourself from my person. Let me give you get away from me. Like, get away. You know, I would really like for the person to immediately cease and desist what they're doing. But I don't want to be rude about it at the same time, because I you know, might be I have too much manners, I know. Might be that's the problem. You know, maybe that's what the problem that's what the issue is. Good as you got too much manners. But I don't that's still laughing. But you know, like, how do we, and I have full notes on this, but I feel like I gotta get the rant out before I gotta get the rant out. Yeah, Glency says I like the universal symbol idea, like Copacabana. When you want more meat, you turn the coaster over. Yeah, you turn the coaster over so if you want more meat. So yeah, like there should be some universal signal that says don't touch me, don't come near me. Like maybe it's a but could you imagine you're dancing and then somebody comes up to you and you're like thumbs I don't know, because even when I was married, I mean, listen, when I was married, I was the most bossy gal out there. Like, you couldn't talk to me. Me married, me have my man, and my man did look nice. No, like when I married ugly people around here. So my husband did well, nice and handsome and everything, and tall. Big up yourself, Mr. Sir. You know who you are. And so when somebody would come up to me, to try to dance with me or to talk to me, I wouldn't even say a word. I would just dance and point to the ring, and then turn around and walk away, dance away, right? Leave me alone. Yeah. My man kind of crazy. So like there has to be some type of signal, even for the men to be able to give the women. Oh, maybe a double-sided fan. You come for a dance, and when the green side is out, then you can dance with them. And if you don't want them to dance with you, you flip it over to the red side. I like that, almost like a red card, like you know in football when they have the red card. I like that idea, but not everybody's gonna want to walk around with a green and red flag. But if it's cute. Or maybe we should all. I know me. I love a fan in a party. I don't care what color it is. Hold on, excuse me for a sec. Trying to make my life easier here. I don't care what color the fan is, to be honest. So, yeah, I like that idea. A double side. But now, what would the men do? Is it a double-sided kerchief or something? You know. Because the men, I feel like we got to be fair here. I know Glenn, and I know Glenn C. I know you get accosted by the women too in the dance. Glenn's a very handsome guy, people. Very nice looking man. And he gets the unwanted attention as well. So like as a man, what would work? What would work for the men? I'm so curious. I really feel like we got to fix this, people. I just feel like, you know, we all want to be able to go out and enjoy ourselves. We don't want to have to be rude and feisty to nobody. And we want to be able to turn a person down without it being embarrassing or awkward for either side. I don't know where my guest is. No, this is not looking too good as I don't think my guest is coming here today. We'll just keep going. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so what would work for the men? Like I really like the universal symbol. Simple. Men don't lean over, whisper, and Men should just lean over, whisper in her ear, and say, "I'm broke." Yeah, I can't. I cannot. Really and truly, I mean, that would be a nice deterrent. The girl be like, "Yo, yeah, no, no, thank you. Call the ambulance. I need a sad trombone." Yo. Okay. She's like, "Oh, he looks so good." Like, there was a girl who said he on TikTok I saw today, and she said he looked good. And I can't roll my tongue, but she did. So I need to learn how to do that. And she's talking about some guy that she saw, but could you imagine she's in a frenzy and she's like, "This man looks great, and I'm going to sashay over to him, and I'm going to press up my person against his person and dance with him in such a seductive way." And then he looks at her with the twinkle in his eye, and he gives her like a sly, slow grin. And then he says, "Baby girl." And she goes, "Yes." And he goes, "I'm broke." Whoops, wrong person. I think I need to take away myself now. No, I can't manage. I can't manage. I cannot. I'm broke. That could definitely be a deterrent for sure. So avoid embarrassment. There's actually advice on this on the internet, believe it or not. So I read that you can avoid embarrassment by no, that was me talking. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna find it. All right. So, first of all, before we even get into all of that, every female has experienced getting unwanted attention. So, while it's not necessarily that every man has experienced it, every woman has. Every female has experienced getting unwanted attention in their lifetime at some point. And I know even for me, my perspective, I mean, from I was young, like preteen young, I would get that unwanted attention. So yeah, it happens more often than not. And the thing is, and guys, you got to really think, like, I want each of us women to think, like, put themselves in the other person's shoes, and men, you put yourselves in the other person's shoes, right? So you're a female. It's the norm. You're always getting this unwanted attention. You don't want it. After a while, it gets tiring. It gets taxing, right? So a guy might actually come with like the best intention, and he might come and be so like gentle in his approach. And she responds very impatiently and in a very grumpy manner. And it's just because she's tired of it. She's so tired of it. And then of course you never know if the person is them I look you to them want you, like them really like you, or them I look you because them just want your body, So sometimes, and you can't really determine that on a first glance of a person. But at the same time, my phone's going off. Let's see if it's guessed. Like multiple messaging. Hey, hold on, we are gonna look. At the same time, no, I don't mind. Guess I talked to me. No. Oh. Okay. The link is not working. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Let's try this again. That's bad. Okay. I'm going to copy this link again and send it again. Oh no. Hold on. I gotta figure this. Give me a second, people. I gotta think. Is my phone connected? My phone is connected. Big up technology. And I think I had to do this last week too. Big up technology. Oh, there's my guest. Ha! I heard you. I heard you just when I was about to get all technologically inclined. You came into the green room. I'm going to press the horn for you. Welcome to the building, sir. I'll let you in 1 second. Let me just finish this thought. Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so what was I saying? I lost my train of thought now. Yeah, it's so the women are grumpy when the men approach them because this has been going on for so long. And it's just like, oh, here we go, another one approaching. But the same thing on the flip side, many men, and I'm not trying to sound mean or nothing, but on this flip side, or we could even say for as many women that have experienced getting approached and getting unwanted attention, there are that many men who have experienced being turned down, and sometimes they anticipate it. Like, I'm gonna try to talk to that girl, but she's gonna turn me down, so I'm gonna anticipate that. So then when she does turn them down, they get offensive or defensive, and they say something rude sometimes. And we're gonna stop there. So my guest has entered the building. I'm going to scroll to my interview. So I'm going to bring you on the camera, and then I'm going to introduce you, okay? Welcome to the building. Can you hear me?
Night though.
Oh, I can.
Not really hearing you.
Okay, I can hear. I can hear you. You are? Yes.
Nah, you're mumbling. It's like I get in your vocal mumbling. Yeah, so I'm not really hearing. Exactly.
Oh, I'm mumbling. Is that better? Does that? Okay, you know what? Let me turn off the background music. Maybe.
We're hearing the mumbling.
Does that sound better? No?
Right.
Is that better?
Think what I would do though, if you don't mind, because I know we live now. So to the viewers, you're gonna have to excuse us for a little bit. So I would, get out and come back in and see if that can make some, change.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we could try that again.
All right. Let me.
So you can go and come back. Yeah, go and come back. And then we'll try again. And I'll just keep the music off so that to help the situation too, right? Okay, so we'll go back to my thoughts on this now, or the notes that I have on this. So okay, yeah. So the men also experience getting turned down, so it's like they're the men are experiencing getting turned down, and sometimes they think that it's going to happen again. So then when the woman actually does turn them down, they get defensive, and sometimes they get rude. Sometimes they'll cuss her off. And then it becomes a big cussing match for no reason, just because the girl didn't want the attention, right? But I wonder if a woman, like, has anybody out there experienced it where, you've turned down a woman and she's cussed you off? I'm going to add you back, Brother B. That's my question. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you perfectly clear now. A special good night and thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. I gotta dance. Hold on, I gotta dance. Okay, that is amazing. I'm gonna play the music really low just because it's my ringtone. I mean, my ringtone. It's my own. It's my own rhythm. Nobody else has this rhythm. So let me properly introduce you to our audience. Let me scroll up. Here we go. Tonight, we have the honor of sitting down with international soca recording artist Brother B. Brother B brings a sound which is unique in both vocal tone and delivery. One of the pioneers of the Grenadianization of the International Soca Market and Sound. Brother B, welcome to the conversation.
Thank you for having me, though. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry for the little hiccup, though, but I was not hearing you, so sorry I had to, head out and get back in, though. But to the viewers, a special good night and thanks for having me.
Love it. Love it. And don't apologize. It's live. If you knew the things that I experienced while trying to do this show live, you just like, oh look, we got a thing. Last week I couldn't hear my guest at all and had to have the audience actually give me pointers on how to fix the situation. So don't even apologize. We're good over here. We're used to it. As long as neither of us get hot flashes, we're good.
Hey.
So I'm gonna start out with, and I always gravitate to this because you're the second Grenadian soca artist that I've found this out about. So now I need to know if this is a normal thing. But you actually started out singing reggae. You were singing reggae in
Yeah,
music competitions in Grenada.
that was my passion, though. I mean, it was always reggae, though, because music that was introduced to us, at first, why we remain strong lovers of reggae and dancehall music. It was kind of like the door opener for for most Caribbean island. You guys that stand up and fought the utmost battle for a lot of things that would I say we celebrate now as towards the liberation. You understand? So. Yeah.
So reggae is actually like more prevalent in Grenada. Is that how it goes? Oh, you're cutting out.
They love reggae music in Grenada. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I get it. So when you were competing, were you singing your own music or were you doing covers at the time? Oh,
I was
I
doing.
think his internet.
I was really doing my own because I have a great, and when I started, and the people, like, in order for you to expose in the eye,
Oh, your internet. I think.
always reggae, though, because reggae is expression expression of the spirit, rather, upliftment and joyful music. So that has always been a part of my soul. So that was it, really.
Okay, I get it. Your internet is coming in and out, so I'm kind of hearing you, and then you fade away, and then you come back. Um, just so you know, your internet is happy. Do you want to try to go and come back again? Okay, so he's gonna come back again. That's very interesting. I've heard that reggae is very much loved in Grenada. So it makes sense that they'd gravitate to the reggae first, and then depending on how it goes, sometimes they stay doing reggae, and sometimes venture into something different. But that makes a lot of sense to me. So and like I said, second artist that I found this out about. So that's very interesting. Um, what does the good as do? Let's see if he tries again. I think his internet signal is giving problems. Okay, so why don't we go through? Wait, I think I got a comment in the chat. Hey, what's up, Germs? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, he's in the car, but I think he's in Grenada. He's either in Grenada or the UK. I'm not sure. So he's somewhere internationally. So hopefully he's able to come back in and we can continue on with the conversation. Germs. So we are talking about tonight's serious Ting topic is dealing with unwanted attention at parties um, and at fetes and carnival, not so much, but parties and fetes. So um, how do people deal with it, and even from like how do people handle the rejection? So if you get rejected, you're trying to dance with somebody and they're like, no, get away from me, you. Hopefully they don't say it like that, but if they say like, no, I don't want to deal with you, I don't want to dance with you, how do you handle it? These are the questions that we have. So if we get back into our topic, I'm just going to scroll back up to my notes here. Um, uh, so yeah, like I was saying, I immediately stopped dancing. But I do find that that's kind of, to me, I feel like I'm being rude, and I feel like it's embarrassing to me and to the person who's trying to dance with me. And I mean, you can turn around and give them a mean look, but is that even effective? And do you even, what if you're not in a space to be, portraying yourself as being angry or mean or upset, and now you got to go and put on this face, to make the person stop dancing with you, just so that you can continue on to enjoy yourself. So it feels like an interruption to you having fun, Uh, so okay, here he is. We're gonna try this again. Hello, hello.
Special good night again. Special good night again.
special special good night again. But at least you're patient, because some people be like, "Cha, can't but I am. I will do this next time," and then they go about their business, and you're like, "Why?"
No, man. No, it's good patience. It's good patience here, man. You know.
hmm So you
I
were
mean, and
saying, because we didn't get your answer properly. So, um, were you doing your own when you were doing those competitions back when you first started out? Were you doing your own music like that you wrote and did, or were you singing covers of like other people's
I was
music?
doing, I was doing my own music, own vibes. You
Wow,
know. Yeah,
really?
experience. I mean, the life that's around me. I grew up more in the ghetto area. So I was doing my own music. It was a lot to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you ever get? I mean, now you went on and um you got all of the success in the soca space. Do you ever get a tugging of putting out a reggae song, or are you like, nah, that's the past, it's over, I wouldn't bother?
Nah, I definitely will be putting out a
Ooh,
reggae album because there is a lot of music away though, which is reggae music. It's like it's not the versatility because most of the brother be soca music. So there is a lot of definitely will come out with a reggae album.
oh my god, so when you come out with the reggae album, you got to come back, because we talked about it first over
Definitely,
here, so you
definitely.
come back and talk about, yo, you see, might be me a little bit psychic, me no know, but I was just like, yo, this man did reggae too. Nah, man, we got to talk about this, because so okay, so then this leads me to
Yeah,
this
man. We did.
this leads me to ask you this now. So when you're writing music in your head, do you like kind of default to reggae, or is it just, I'm doing a soca song, so that's what I'm gonna do?
Well, what I would say though, I mean, inspiration really do come from the most side though. So anytime I get into music, I out to do
Oh, you're cutting in and out
soca,
again.
soca I'm gonna do.
Okay.
You know,
So audience, he said,
if I've set
he
out,
gets inspiration.
to reggae, it's
Sorry,
all
your internet is
about
going in and out again. I'm so
the
sorry.
energy, though. As you, so I'm saying,
Oh
soca
no.
I'm gonna bring.
Your internet is not letting you, it's not
Because
letting us hear you properly.
experience is the greatest teacher,
Oh,
and if you live in it, it's because
oh.
really and
Brother B? Okay, he's gone again. Oh, I feel like it's going to be an amazing conversation. So we're just going to put everybody put some positive energy into his internet. Let's put some positive energy into his internet, so that we can continue on. Oh my goodness. What's Jermaine saying? So, I was on Facebook watching. I was on Facebook watching you, and that is why I came to look for you on Twitch. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Twitch is the OG. I mean, started out with Twitch. I will always be a Twitch girl. I will always stream on Twitch in some way, shape, or form, if I'm streaming. So thank you for coming to Twitch. Don't forget to follow, okay? Yes, everyone, follow me wherever you are watching from. Follow, and then go to another one of my platforms and follow me there too. Follow, follow, follow. Me, I go start ask feed because I wasn't asking for it, and the people that were not doing it the way that I would want to see it happen. So me, I go start ask feed. They say closed mouths don't get fed. So me, I go ask you to follow me and make sure you follow Brother B as well. Okay. All right. We put some positive energy into your internet, so hopefully it just does what it needs to do.
all right. What's the fun? What's the fun in it though? The saying that anything that you understand is something. I
Hmm.
think it's the same thing with the internet though. If we could understand what's going on though, I ain't mind the logging out and getting back in though. If that's the way we're gonna defeat it, you know. I mean, we're gonna move to what we understand. All right,
I love that.
we're gonna work.
We say we're gonna end up on a good channel at some point.
Definitely so. I mean, even if we gotta get piece to bring across the vibes though, it's all worth something. Is what I'm
I
saying.
love
So
it.
it's
I love
fine.
it. And it's all good because this won't be, I'm telling you from now,
Yeah,
this will not be the only time you come on the show. You have to come back again. So we will defeat
I definitely will. I definitely
we
will.
will defeat the internet. You're not going win, you're not going win. You're not going work. Oh. So you were saying that the you get your inspiration from the Most High, and so whether it's like at the time it's whether doing soca, you're gonna just do the soca songs, and if it's doing reggae, you're gonna do the reggae songs. Am I correct in, because we didn't really catch what you said, so I was trying to piece it together. But is that what you were saying?
Definitely though. When I'm into soca, when I step in to do soca, is the inspiration. When I step in to do the reggae, is and for reggae. Yeah, inspiration really do come from the most credit.
Mm,
God really do, inspiration and vibes. So me, that's what have working for me rather. Yeah.
mm. I love that. I love that. And not a lot of people will admit that, you know, I get my inspiration from the most high. Sometimes they try to make it look so like fancy and it's like, no, it's just the most high. Like not just the most high, but you know what I mean? The most high is the one that channels the inspiration and that's where we run with. So I love that you say it freely.
Everything work with the Most High, though. You know, I mean, I can't
Mm.
really do this without, asking for protection. I can't really do it without asking for inspiration.
Yes.
In the morning, that within itself, you know, I mean, that's the reason for everything. You know, what I mean, and what being working for me rather is knowing that there is a greater power and somebody that is there blessing me, knowing that I'm of His creation. So it's kind of like those are the ones that I mean, I accept. And my faith, you tell you greater is the one that has seen and Steve. So it's like that have been working for me, know?
I
Yeah,
love
that
it.
that faith of believing, even if I don't, even I haven't get a chance to see. But put it that way though, maybe I am seeing though because I'm the um, I'm the example of everything really though. I've been, I mean, I've
Mm.
been progressing. I've been so when I look within self though, maybe first reason to say, well, all right, there is, yes, man.
Yeah. It's so true. And sometimes he just makes a way out of no way and you're like, wow, okay, you know, let's move with this. I'm gonna give thanks and I'm gonna keep going in this vein. Like, yeah, it's so true. Um, all right. So in terms of influence musically, who are your musical influences growing up? Hmm? Oh, am I cracking up again? He's probably gonna log out and come back. Can you hear me now?
All right, can you repeat
Okay.
yourself?
Sorry? A little. Say something else,
So can you repeat the
please.
question?
Yeah, you're coming in and out again.
Oh, can you
Oh, you're going in and you're going in and out. We're gonna beat this internet with love. Internet, we love you. We know that you're so strong and powerful. You need to come back, you know, on a full, powerful, strong thing, you know? But you know, this is what happens when you do live. I personally love live. And I know that we then get to engage with the audience more and this is why we do it live. But hopefully, you know, you'll be able to come back again. And this is what happens when you do live music, right? Um, but yeah, it'll be very interesting to continue on the conversation with Brother B. So as we wait for him to come back, um, yeah, so thank you for following, thank you for watching on Twitch, of course. Thank you to all the viewers watching from everywhere. We're all over the place. We're like right, so thank you for that. Yeah, so going back to our topic, so you know, so what I was saying is, so for every woman that has experienced getting that unwanted attention, there's a man who's experienced getting rejected. Okay, we're gonna try it again. All right. I'd be like, we can't keep meeting like this. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. So who has who was your musical inspiration growing up?
It was Capricorn and Buju Banton.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
the heavy hitters.
of lately, I mean, after those bit, it was like Sizzler. You know them early stages. Black
Yes.
Woman and Child, Capricorn, Fireman. Those was as a young boy coming up though. That was my type of vibes. That was the artist that I was looking to. Yes,
Yeah.
man.
You have good musical taste.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So was it the music that that inspired the locks, or did the locks come and then the music followed your locks?
Well, well, to be honest with you, the logs come though because I was getting tired of the platin. To be honest, it was
Yes.
no, 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 no. To be honest, like I'm gonna keep it real. Um, Man, every minute that I have to plait though, and I have this cousin though, I was given those tight ones though. So every time she plait, I could barely, lay down. I was like, oh God. So I mean, like, I made up my mind, for the last bit to say, listen, can I get a twist? She said yes, and I said, that's it, And but what happened after though? You see, the thing with spirituality rather, and what happened to me after is like I get to realize that not only that I had the logs, but the logs was growing with everything that I was doing really, you know what I mean? So what the logs
Mhm.
mean to me right now is stages in my life. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I remember somebody saying, would you cut them off? I say cutting it off is like cutting those stages that reach it to where it is right now. You see what I'm saying? So I mean everybody
Yes.
gonna have a different, vibes towards their vibes. But this is for me right now.
Hmm.
I see that God has blessed me with and something that I've experienced. So that's why every string represents right now. So if I cut it, I feel like, I'm undoing a great deal in my life. You know what I'm saying? And this is my antenna though. This is how I receive, messages. You know what I mean? This is where frequency lies. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
that way
Big things. Yeah. It's true because even for me, I have like micro locks, right? Um, and I
yeah.
started them because I wanted my hair to grow long. I didn't want to wear the hair hats and all that anymore. So like the wigs and the weaves, I just didn't want to. I no disrespect to anyone that wears the hair hat. I didn't want to wear the hair hat anymore. Um, so I went and got my locks done, and in doing that, all these other things started happening. Now, like, I try to eat meat sometimes, and my body's like, no, no, we're not gonna do that. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes, man. I think it's a spiritual connect though. A great deal would happen though. You know what I mean? Because what you what you would realize though, in order to grow your hair though, you have to go through some stages of exercise and patience. That's gonna
Yes.
be one of the main ones though. So you're gonna hit you though like what am I doing with my hair today? You have to exercise patience. Then it comes with discipline as well because in getting it, tidying it or whatever the case might be, but just keeping it like that on a whole, it calls for patience because it draw you away from what society expects from because most of the time, you see you go to the barber yourself, it's a lot of things really,
Hmm.
but that you exercise patience is a big deal in everything that we do though. You know what I mean? Normally when we keep the humble and we get to figure out a great deal rather. You know what I'm saying? On a spiritual level. So yeah.
Yeah. So true. And yeah, that patience, man, when you go through, what do they call it, the ugly stage? But when you when you make it through that stage and you're like, whoa, okay. And then it's always, I feel like it's always something because for me it was getting, when I first did it, I did like interlocking. So I looked like a wet rat because all the hair is
Yeah.
just thin and just flat to my head. And then it was, well, I can't wait for it to get thicker, and then it got thick, and then it was, well, I want it to get longer. So there's always these things, but you gotta wait. Like, it's not like you think it and it just happens tomorrow. Like, you literally have to keep just nurturing them and letting them do what they gotta do in order to get to the different stages. So yeah, patience is a virtue and it's key, and it's a requirement. Um so all right, so when I was reading your bio, they talked about the Grenadianization of soca music. How do you describe this? What does that mean? Oh, I think I've lost him again. If you're speaking, I can't hear you. All right, so we'll try again. So yeah, as he goes and comes, we'll just go through our topics. So, um, da, 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 da. Yeah, so there's actually some pointers on how to handle getting that unwanted attention and how to nicely turn them down. So it says be diplomatic but firm, right? So be diplomatic. So, put on your charm, but be firm in your saying, no, I don't want this attention. Be polite but clear. Um and if you are so clear, and sometimes, trust me, sometimes you got to just repeat the thing over and over again, and or try to find other ways to say that thing, but make sure that you are super 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 clear about it. Sometimes the small talk and all that doesn't help because it's just going to make the person feel like they have a chance, and they really don't. So sometimes you just got to be clear, concise, and to the point. you know Keep it simple, right? And just keep it moving as well. uh don't beat around the bush. Don't delay saying no, because that could give them mixed messages, and you don't want to do that either, because the last thing you need is for somebody to do foolishness or act silly, as you were trying to turn them down. All right, we're going to add Brother B again. All right. Yes. So we'll just keep going. Like, as you come back, we'll just keep going with the conversation. Um, so the Grenadianization of soca music. What does this mean, sir? I don't understand.
Uh, well, based on the song of the word, I mean, I didn't
Well,
I
I know,
didn't know that you was no no, but I didn't know you was there though. But based on the song of the word, I would say soca music in Grenada.
but is it a different sound? Like, how would I, like, for somebody, how would you know that this is soca music from Grenada versus soca music from
Well,
Trinidad?
okay. Oh, so it's like that though. Well, we have a unique sound though. You know what I mean? And with all the Caribbean islands, there is a difference in their song. You see what I'm saying? So you go Dominica, you get bouillon. It's a different sound.
Mhm,
The way
mhm,
the Trinis and them sing, and it comes with an accent because the Trinis, the way they speak is how they sing. So Grenada have a different sound, and trust me, it really does stand out among the rest because
mm,
it's a different in accent. You know, we all are one people, but it's different in accents. You know, so
yeah.
that's how you get different sound. Yeah,
It's like we're all pretty flowers in this garden. So we make the garden gorgeous
there
because
you
we're
go.
all our unique
We
being.
all are unique in our. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Well, now I feel like you just kind of unintentionally gave me homework, because now I'm going to go and listen to some soca from Dominica. I'm going to go listen to some soca from Grenada and some soca from
Yeah.
Trinidad, and try to
And then
absorb
you're gonna get it. And then you're gonna get
and
it
then
though. You see what I'm
understand it.
saying? Because even right now though, you see you have the part was speaking.
Mhm.
Is a lot of it though. You know that we have lost on our side, but there's a lot that
Mhm.
that the St. Lucia hold dearly, and a lot of the rest of the Caribbean island. I mean, so you will hear a difference in every island. And I think that's
Mhm.
what, as you would say though, in the garden, that's what make it rather unique. So there is a lot to come to seek out and find out, or should I say, find, because
Mhm.
it's a great deal though. I mean, we have a lot to offer rather, as a people, as a nation, throughout the Caribbean though. Black
Mhm.
people on the whole though. So it's a beautiful thing. Yes, man.
Yes. And a lot of messaging in the music and a lot of energy that needs to be seen on an international and felt on an international level as well. You know, that's why it's beautiful when people don't like. I'm very fascinated with the fact that you start out with one type of music and you venture into another, but you're still open to circling back and visiting that one and maybe even doing something else.
And doing
It's
something
very
else, man.
good.
Is no limit, no limit though. I mean, I don't think this life was given. I mean, yes, it's passion in what you will more than than a next passion. Okay, should I say you're gonna find passion
Hmm.
in one more than the other, but you don't limit yourself. You know,
Hmm.
never limit yourself, because deal, man, a great deal of a talent. Just look within. It's already in your DNA. Yes, man.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
venture,
I'm
venture.
gonna it's definitely a venture, and it is in the DNA and it's still there, and it's I like that it comes out,
Yeah,
and it
man,
comes
it's
out when
already there
sometimes when you
though.
least expect it.
All right. I normally share with my friends though. I mean, like for this year, I have a tune called Black Sheep. In the songs, I will normally repeat "Wake Up the Maroons," and the Maroons was the
Yes.
rebellious slave, should I say that? You know what I mean? So, with that being said, now when I always said "Wake Up Maroons," is meaning that the children of our descendants, which is of our African descent, I mean, have gave us something though, and when you tap into it, then you would know your strength. So it's all a part of your DNA. If you don't think it is though, why you think the rhythm feels you different, why you think you dance different, to you different, it's already in your connect. Remember, you are what you come from. You know what I mean? Look at it. A donkey cannot make a cow. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying though, you are of your great 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 you of ancestor. It's in your bloodline, and you just need to tap into it. Yes, man.
Love it. Wake up the maroons.
Wake
Wow,
up the
deep.
maroons, man.
Yes. Oh, it's so true. Do you find like, okay, you're doing a song or in your head, like, some I don't know how your process is, like maybe somebody sends you a rhythm and then you make the song go with the rhythm or whatever, or the song comes before the rhythm, but do you find have you ever found that you're going to do the song, but the way the music hits you makes you do it differently than what you thought you would have done?
Never, no time. When the music come, the
Mm.
vibes come. You see what I'm saying? Overs, as I would tell you, though, the gifts, the gifts different,
Mhm.
But the way he gives me is that when the rhythms, you see what I'm saying? These guys, though. Look how I'm right here, right now, to socialize. I gotta get off so many times because you can't hear.
Mhm.
But every time I get off,
Mhm.
I'm coming back. Yeah, brother, be the quiet. That was the music just off in my head, and that's just me
Mhm.
rhyming.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah.
That's so
So
cool.
that's how the
You got to do a soca song about internet.
that's how the music comes.
Yeah. S- So with the soca, of course, comes um with the soca comes the fetes and the carnivals and the parties and the juve, a lot of high energy. How do you keep your energies up when you're performing or when you're doing a fete, or what is your secret to keeping the energy levels high?
Oh, what is the secret? Um, there is no secret. I don't know, man. It's just the music and the energy and the vibes. Music is something that I love, though. You see what I'm saying? So, every time I hear music and I start, it's all a part of the bounce. It's something that that
Mhm,
boosts my energy rather, because every time I dance, it boosts
mhm,
my energy. You know, and I just keep going and going and going. And we as a nation, I wouldn't take the credit by itself though, because we as a nation, as a people, we are different, our energy. Because remember, we eat good, we eat solid food,
mhm.
You see what I'm saying? We
Yes.
eat the food at the grounds, You see what I'm saying? We over the solid starch, the iron, We have the fish, though, you know what I mean? We eat solid meal. So enough energy. When music come, it just boosts us, man. Yes, man.
Mm. I never thought of it that way. Wow. Wow, I've never thought of it that way. And as you were talking about it, I was thinking about the meal my mom. I'm still blessed to have my mom come and cook for me sometimes.
There you go,
And
though.
she made like
And And when mommy cook it though, how you feel though? When mommy cook the ground food or the food, of the land, what do you feel? You feel solid. You feel like
I
you
feel
could do a great
solid.
thing. Yes, man. So
Yeah.
this is us. Yes, man.
Yeah. The energy, it's so real. It's so true. But she'd be like, and sometimes she says it so casually, I made two finger of banana and right, and some yam or whatever. And you're like,
Yeah.
and in your head, you're like, why? But then you eat it and you're like, wow, this was the best meal.
That's the best meal. So
Yeah.
yeah, because the food do something. Remember, that's our food. Is we tap into
Yeah.
every other thing though. Is we tap into every other thing, the cheese and the list continue. But what I'm saying though, our food is ground food. You know what I'm saying? So we used
Yeah.
to wonder then, well, why grandpa and mommy, grandmommy is giving us a longer time around here. Yovas and the youngsters nowadays are just dropping. Yovas is all in the
Yeah.
food though. You know what I'm saying? You have to eat right. So this is where our
Mhm.
energy lies, you know what I mean? When we eat, normally even the drinking, right? When the man have because we have a drink down here they call the Rivers, though. It's a strong rum, though, yeah, but it's made
Mhm.
with cane. But before they go
Mhm.
into drinking their Rivers, the mans that make sure they eat the food, though, because let's go to the national dish. Look at what our national dish is. So it's
Oil
solid
down,
food,
right?
So when the man them drinking and the man ready for go, then they go, there is no stopping. Yeah,
That makes so much sense. And yeah, even the oil. What is in? Okay, the national food is oil down, right? Is that
yeah,
right?
yeah.
What is in that exactly? What is
Well,
that?
it's a mixture, You get a mixture of, should I say everything? You put your fig, you put your breadfruit, you make sure you put your okra. Um, if you have, well, they have the pig, which you put the pigtail, which is the pork. They have some put the smoked herring, the saltfish. You make sure you put your saffron because you have to put your color there. You overs normally if you get the fig leaf, you put it over. But before you put all of that over, you have the dasheen. It's just a mixture of all the, of just a mixture of all the hard food, should I say? Yes, man.
Yeah, but it's
You have your
solid and
callaloo as well too. You put the callaloo. Make can't live out the callaloo. You see what I'm saying? If you do a callaloo, you put the spinach. So it's just a mixture. Yes,
yeah,
man.
and you got
Mm-hmm.
all the elements in there. You actually have all
All
the
the
elements.
elements inside of there, though.
Oh wow,
In different country they will call it steam down, but we don't. It's not steam down. We have oil down.
oil down.
We have oil down though, because after we're done with all of that though, when that boil, and everything take color, because you most gonna take color though when you put down the saffron, which you guys
Mhm,
know as turmeric. When you put those ones
mhm,
in, you give it a color. You see what I'm saying? So
mhm.
yeah, and when you go down, oh, we can't forget the coconut though. What kind of thing is that,
Yeah,
boy? Yeah, the coconut. You grate it and you know what I mean. You pour the juice inside of there, though. Coconut milk. Yes, man.
yeah.
And when that boil down, when everything boil down, watch how long in front of you, man. Solid food, man.
Solid. You don't need nothing more just to go to a fete.
Yeah, man. If you had to cut up, well, what is a holy thing? I didn't even done, but if I start going, you will wonder, like, if the whole interview is about how long, where you put the little carrots as well too. You put your dash in, you put your breadfruit. Breadfruit is a big deal for us though. If you don't put a breadfruit inside it, we're telling you you don't have oil now. So yeah. So it's a
Really?
yeah, it's a big deal for we, Yes,
Oh,
man.
wow. Oh, wow.
Well, who are the
Hold
flour
on,
they go
Mike.
roll up and do the dumpling and them thing there. But you have your fig, you have
Yeah.
just you have your okra, you have your callaloo, you have your pigtail, you put a little, back and neck, man, and the list continue, man, and then you're,
Wow.
so guess what it is, there, me giving the people the remedy, man, me
I
giving them the
know
remedy, yeah, and now even the remedy, me giving them the recipe too,
the
hey,
recipe.
yeah,
What? I think one
yeah,
day we
so
got
we
to
say,
do a cooking show, and you gotta cook it, and we gotta run through this, how this is made, because this is really. I didn't even realize. You see how you learn? It's good to learn, because I didn't realize just how healthy that dish is. So that's
yeah, it's
actually a
healthy
very
though,
healthy, like very everything you said in there. Aside, I mean, the pork thing, that's how it go. But like, it's all healthy.
it
It's
is
all
healthy though,
healthy.
it's a part of everything that we celebrate, to be honest, it's not just, I mean, the food is not just okay, all right, our national dish and it's just a national dish. It's really everything that is in celebration to what we celebrate within not just the carnival season, but all along is there to us though. So it's just the food of, we will say, our ancestors. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That is how we deal. That is how we deal with it. Everything that is aligned with our culture is very much spiritual, very very spiritual.
Hmm.
Yes, man.
Hmm.
To the jab
And
jab
it's
and that
it's
list continue, but that's a topic within itself.
and I had a slight question about it, but I feel like next time when you come, what we'll do is when you come to talk about the reggae album or the reggae music,
Yes, yes, yes.
we
We will
will
have a
talk about
chance to.
jab jab and
Yes.
yes, we're
All
gonna
right.
intertwine the two, right?
Yes, man.
Um,
It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to talk
yes,
about. Yes, man.
yeah, I'm so grateful for. Oh, before I even continue, big up to Black Spider, for
Yo,
setting this
Black
up.
Spider, big up
Um,
yourself, man.
yes,
Black
big up
Spider told me,
yourself.
yo, Black Spider is a big fan of you. It's long to Black Spider tell me about. He said, listen, you have to get on that
Really,
show. You have to get on. Yeah, man, Black Spider is a big, 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 big fan. So big up yourself,
oh,
my brother. A brother, man. Do a
I
lot, do a lot for
appreciate it.
culture likewise. Do a lot for culture. Big up yourself, my
Yes.
brother.
Yes. I keep telling him he's got to come on the show. I feel like he's avoiding, but we're going to catch him one
You
day.
will, man. Time and season and reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time, season
I
and
think
reason. He will come.
he'll come. With him, I have to catch him on a subject that he's so passionate about that he'll be like, yeah, man, I'm going to come. We're going to talk about
Yeah.
it. But no, I have to big him up for this because this is huge for me, and I really appreciate it. Um, so going into the topic of, I won't keep you much longer because I know you probably have other things to do too, but going into the topic of carnival and jab jab and fete and party and all this, tonight's serious ting topic is, how do you handle the unwanted attention that you might get in those spaces, right? So like you're at a fete and you're dancing and somebody decides they're going to come and dance with you and you don't really want to dance with them. How do you handle that?
Being real with yourself. And that's what I would say
Mm,
about that though. Be real with yourself though. Because you see, there is a lot of things that draw attention out here. You always normally, if you look at someone and in the way you look at them, that is the first communication. You see what I'm saying? Before even
mm,
talking to them. So if you stare at someone and they think that you like them, they're gonna step to you because the eye contact really do share that. So don't want an should I say on you don't want attention. Let the individual know that. You see what I'm saying? Speak out. You always be real with yourself because that is something that you do not want. You let that individual know here is going on though. Um is either I'm taken or this is not my thing, and I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Keep it real and let the individual know. That's what I would say for that, though. I wouldn't tell you duck. I wouldn't tell you run. I wouldn't tell you go and hide behind a friend. I wouldn't tell you those things. I would just tell you be. I would tell let the individual know that this is not what you're about. Because remember, your first approach is your last approach. You catch what I'm saying? So if you
Ooh,
step to me within a manner, that's how I will respect you. You understand? Because you demand respect.
yes.
But if you come with, then I will take you as a joke. You over. So the first approach is the last approach. Always deal with the first energy. You understand? That's how you get respect. And it's
Hmm.
it's very scary for someone who do not know, what I mean, the intention of you by the way you step. Because remember,
Yeah.
if I step serious to you, you do not know me, and you don't know my other intentions. But just because of my first approach, you definitely will take me serious. So step
Mhm.
to it and let them know, man.
That makes yeah. I like that though
Yeah.
because and you know what? Now that you say that, now I can understand why. If I was dating somebody and somebody stepped to me and I'm trying to be polite, so I smile at the person, then
And
my
that's
partner, my boyfriend gets very upset. Like, what are you doing? Why are you, But that
exactly
makes sense.
so. Exactly
Yeah,
so. Because remember the smile, that smile that normally allows people to always provoke you. You catch what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because you might tell yourself you're smiling to be nice, but you don't like what they did
yeah,
before. They do before is best they know. You see,
yeah,
no smiling coming with that. I'm serious. Don't do that.
yeah.
Yeah, don't do that, and don't you ever do that again. You know what I mean? That's what
Mm-hmm.
it is, man. And that would work for
Ooh,
you going forward. You know what I mean? Because
oh, 100. Man, you
yeah,
just
that would
saved me a
work for
lot
you
of
going
problems in my life. You have no idea.
forward. That would go. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I mean, to be honest with you, even with me though, right? I mean, in party, obviously gonna have
Mhm.
beautiful ladies in the party. You might feel attracted to an individual or whatever the case might be. Um, you step to the person, and the person might be telling you, you know what I mean? Well, I'm here with friend. Is either I'm married or something of that nature. I'm not interested. Right then and then, that is respected. That is respectable to me. That's
Yeah,
all. I mean, like, sorry, I mean, you're beautiful. Enjoy the rest of the night. That really do
yeah,
work. You see what I'm saying? So that is just my take for that, though, because I can really go on and on and on, because that's a topic really, that I see happen so many times, though, with individuals in
yeah,
party and mostly men and women. You know, and
yeah.
I just feel like, oh my God. Sometimes I'll be standing right and I'll be like, oh my God, my girl, tell him no. Stop laughing for him. Stop making the tricks. Just tell him no.
Mhm.
And don't run and say no with a laugh. Because if you run in,
Yeah.
normally if you couple up or you with your friend and you run in and laugh, for we, oh boy, she likes me. Is what I'm saying. Or she,
Oh,
that's room to make move. You catch what I'm saying? And I think what the viewers and the listeners, should know, with different cultures come different attitudes. Is what I'm
yes,
saying. So you just have to be
yes.
mindful that you might be coming down from Toronto or New York and you come to Grenada. That's a whole different culture. You see what I'm saying? So what
Mhm.
might work for you
Mhm.
in New York, it definitely will not work for you in the islands. So this is why when you stand in your grounds, you stand your grounds. Stand in your grounds,
Mhm.
work for all cultures, so you'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we know when you're vexed, we know when you're serious. So let
Yes,
that work for
yes.
all culture.
Yeah. Make your first approach the first approach your
Is
last
the last
approach.
of there. All right, all right.
Yeah, it
That's
makes
it.
so much.
That's it.
Boy, I feel like I owe so many apologies because it would be like, why are you smiling? And then I'm like, but I'm not an animal, so I'm trying to be polite. And no,
No
you
man.
don't need to be polite.
Stand grounds, man. Stand grounds. Because listen
Yeah.
to me though, because you're talking about in a party though, and most of the time in a party you're talking about someone who have liquor in the head. So liquor is a bit
Yes.
tipsy. You understand? You cannot control
Yes.
that being tipsy. So unless you cannot get seriousness from me with a little liquor in your head that shows that you tipsy, you're not gonna take me serious with a laugh. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Wow. So true. You taught me. You helped me. You have to come back.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Yeah. You have
I'm
to come
happy
back.
that I did. I'm happy that I did.
Yeah. Brother B has made my relationship great.
Yeah, man. Father, big up yourself, Father. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Um, so before I let you go, where can everyone find your music?
Okay, well, the music, though. Well, you can follow me. You can start by following me on Brother B11 on Instagram. You can follow me on Leslie Modest, Brother B on Facebook. And as for the music, you can get it on iTunes. The others you can get it on iTunes, and there is a great deal of outlets out there,
So
But
awesome.
I'll leave that for management. I ain't go ready go taking management spot.
Okay,
But as for that,
that's management's role.
I would work with what I could work with though. Follow me from then. And when I share the stuff though, I know you would definitely be the first to get it.
Yeah.
On IG, on Facebook, Brother B on YouTube.
Hmm.
Yeah, you would definitely get me there though. And we will do the following thing there
Yes.
to go to the next level. Big up all yourself. Yes, man.
Absolutely. And before you go, I'm going to ask you for a soundbite so I can use it. So you got to big up the Big and Serious podcast.
Big up the big and serious broadcast is the broadcast the last. For that we and us. They come first, they never last. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This has been amazing. I'm you see the internet tried to beat us, but we'll beat you internet. So see there. Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to just
man.
yeah.
Listen to me though. A long time I wanted to rebuke it I say, let me rebuke it in the name of broadcasting. Don't do us that. Eh? Yeah,
I
man.
rebuke it in the name of broadcasting.
I rebuke my broadcasting, man. What are you trying to do, man? Dear. Yes, sir.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
sir.
That's hilarious. Oh,
Yeah.
blessings to you. Oh, wait, we have a comment. Let me just see what the comment is. Okay, so we got Jermaine is throwing up the flames. So, yes, thank you so much for an amazing
Hey,
chat.
big up to Jermaine. Jermaine, big up. Hey, Jermaine, big up yourself.
Yes, yes,
Jermaine is
I love it.
yeah. If it's Jermaine Simon is an artist as well too. Enough love to Jermaine. Yeah, Jermaine, keep doing what you're
Yes.
doing though. You're making not only yourself proud, but you are making a great deal of individual out there proud. So big up yourself. Yeah, enough love. Keep going.
Mhm.
Keep the most sign your thing, and everything will be all right. Yes, man.
I love that. Keep the most high in your thing and everything will be all right.
All
100%.
right, man. Without the most high, with
Yeah,
nothing out here. Without the
yeah.
most side, with nothing out here. Without the most side, the broadcast can't even go on. God knows still.
No. Yeah. It's
Yes,
so true.
sir. Yes,
So blessings
man.
to you. Keep doing what you're doing. And yo, I've seen you, like I've watched videos of you performing, and yeah, the oil down is really the
D-
energy levels are way up there. So
Yeah,
now I know
man.
the
Yes,
secret.
sir. Yeah.
Now I know the secret.
Thanks, man. Thank
So
you
I was
for
like, no, I
having me.
gotta ask
Thank you
about this
for having
energy.
me.
Yes. And you'll
Thank
be
you.
back for sure.
Thank you for having me. Thanks. And you just keep up the good work, though. You and your whole team. Enough love. Just keep on doing it, though. Acknowledging the artists, and just keep doing what you're doing, though. You've been a line, and this is a line for what you are meant to do out here, though. So keep on doing your thing, though. Yeah.
Thank you.
Love in
Wow.
the house. Yeah.
With hearts.
Every
Yes.
time. Every
Big up,
time.
brother B. All right, every time.
Blessings.
Yes. Yes, everyone. That was Brother B in the building and joining the conversation. Yeah, man. I love that. Yo, he said to just be yourself and keep it real. So if a person, you have no idea, people, you have no idea how much this is going to help me in the future. Keep it real. So if somebody approaches you and though you want to be polite, and maybe that's why, hey, I know for me, Ooh, maybe that's why sometimes the turn down is so difficult, because my words are saying no, but my face has a smile because I'm trying to be polite and I'm trying to be nice. And so the person is taking that smile and running with it and maybe thinking, oh, she's being hard to get, or she's playing hard to get, and she's playing games or whatever, when it's like, no, I genuinely don't want you to I genuinely don't want you to dance with me, please. So yeah, just be yourself. And and if you think about, like, I know for me personally, most of the times when I get approached, and I really just, I'm not about it. Like, I just don't want that type of vibe from that person. I really don't want to smile. If I'm keeping it 100, I really don't want to smile. But I'm like, okay, Ange, let's give a smile and let's politely say no, right? But the smile that mess you up, Angie, the smile that shake you up, my girl. You have to just release the smile, loudest smile. And it's funny because um if I think about, like, in my relationship, when I'm upset, there ain't no smile. There really is no smile. And he will try his hardest to get me back to the smile. So, yeah, why would you then give a smile to somebody that you were trying to let down and tell them that I'm not interested in you in that way? Please stop trying to dance with me. I'm not. No, but a wine pan him and I want you to do it. Just leave me alone. Allow me. Allow me. What did oh big big up my girl Effie, who says you're perplexing my tranquility. I just heard your voice saying it. I had to say it. Don't perplex my tranquility. Oh my goodness. All right. So I had so many more questions for Brother B, but I know he'll be back, and I'm going to take those questions and archive them until we have another conversation, and then I'll bring back some of those questions and we'll just keep it going. Um so in terms of being in the space, I mean, really, he really gave the most top tier um he gave the top tier advice on dealing with that attention that you don't want to get, or you don't want to have in a fete or in a party or in a carnival or whatever. um Stay confident when you're turning down the person, and be calm, right? Be calmly, because like you said, and there's so many elements to this thing that we don't think about in the moment. Like, yeah, that person's probably liquored up. That person probably has a whole lot of liquid courage in them at the time, and you're trying to tell them, like, I'm not interested, like, leave me alone, go away, da 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 da. You got to stay calm, because if you start to go up here, they're gonna get up there faster than you, because they got that liquid courage going on, right? And people just, their cognitive abilities decrease or diminish the more liquor and alcohol is in their blood. So it makes sense that you know certain things you would not. You just gotta be calm. You just gotta be confident and calm. Maintain a confident posture and a confident demeanor. So don't be all like, no. Or for the men, like, you men have that vibe, that flirtiness about you too. Don't use it when you're turning down people. Don't do it. No do it. So yeah, just maintain that confident posture and that confident demeanor when you're turning down the person in the party. Set your boundaries clearly, right? No, sir, or no, ma'am. I don't want you to press up against me. Back off. Back away. Leave me alone. I'm not dancing with you. I don't want your number. No, you can't have mine. No, you can't follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok and my all of that stuff. I don't want anything to do with you. And it's true, like, when you say you know my boyfriend or my husband or my wife, my girlfriend, sometimes people take that as a challenge. Oh, you got one of those? Okay. We'll see for how long. Right? We'll see how long I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna have you. You're gonna be mine. So you don't want to give them any type of reason or just cause. It's never just cause, but you don't want to give them any type of reason to pursue you more. Like, it's not a cat and mouse game. We're not playing chase around, so yeah, just keep it real and just be like brother B said, just be true to yourself. Be real with yourself. I'm not interested. Don't know what to tell you. That's my favorite line, by the way. If I say something to someone and they're still pushing, I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. Well, don't know what to tell you. Um, so just be confident about it. Set your boundaries. It's okay to assertively communicate your disinterest. You can be assertive about it. You should be assertive about it. You should be firm about it. And yeah, now as I read, I wish, you know, parents, for your children, you got to teach them this early. I'm sitting here feeling really, really dejected right now because I'm up there. I probably have had most of my partying days behind me now. I'm just probably not a party girl anymore like I used to be. And I used to be in parties like from Thursday to Sunday every week and still maintaining my job, working on weekends sometimes and all of that. But Thursday to Sunday every week, the good as was in a party or in a club or at some type of jam. The good as was outside all the time. Music. I love big speakers. I love when the bass feels like it's changing the rhythm of my heartbeat. Like, I love music to those levels. And aside from making my family upset when I play loud music, and just where I live now doesn't really is not conducive to that. Um, but I'm telling you, the music being loud was a thing. It's still a thing for me. So when I go in my car, the music is loud. But not to venture off topic, I was always where I could get that loud, heavy vibration of the music. So, um, you know, it's okay to assertively communicate your disinterest. I'm not interested in you. Please keep it moving. Go over eso. Or what us stay away from me now as far as the east is from the west. If you know what song that is, drop it in the chat. It's an old reggae song. Stay away from me now as far as the east is from the west. Yeah. Um Change your environment. Now that might not be so easy to do because you're in the party, you're in the dance, you're in the fete. You don't want to have to leave the fete. And as Brother B said, if you say no and run, they're gonna chase. They think you're playing cat and mouse. They're gonna chase, and you don't want them to chase. So you really got to stand your ground and say no. Be assertive about it. Be confident about it. Don't smile and just let that out. That goes for men and women. Um, yeah. And yeah, those nonverbal cues, which would be don't smile. So those are the ways to handle the unwanted attention when you're in a fete. That concludes your serious ting for tonight. So, I as we evolve through the Big and Serious pod, and as one Brother B said, big up your team. So big up yourself. Good as let me give you a sexy horn because my team is me, and of course Mama Goodas and Baby Goodas, who are fully 100% supportive of me putting their lives on pause while I do the show. But yeah, pretty much, and like the people that will, for example, Black Spider, thank you so much for this interview. It was amazing. Thank you for setting that up. But in okay, I lost my train of lot. I'm so sorry, people. Okay, so in doing this show and evolving and moving through and figuring out what the podcast looks like for me, what is easier for me in doing all of this, music playing has to stop because I just can't deal with the drama of uploading when I have the music played in the streams, because then I get a lot of pushback or, oh, we're taking down your video because of the music. So I ain't not we're not musically centric here. Maybe if I do another podcast on another day or big and serious, with something else, then we'll do music then. But I really still have that love for the music. So I'm going to give you recommendations. So this week, Big and Serious Podcast recommends Pretty Nikki by Zentale Brawlin. Oh my goodness, oh, Brother B, don't be mad. I had a Brother B track that I wanted to recommend and I did not write it down. Anyway, and I think I said it because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure I said it in the show earlier. So we'll just leave it at, I'm so sorry. Next week, we're still here. Well, next week we will recommend one of your songs. So this week we're recommending Pretty Nikki by Zentale Brawlin. And we're also recommending a new track by Acoustics, I'll Be Your King. It's actually a really nice song as well. So Pretty Nikki, so we can wind up and bubble ourselves. And men, you can, tell the woman, my mother said me have to marry you. Pretty Nikki, Zentale. But I'll Be Your King. Go give that song a listen. Those are the two recommendations from the Big and Serious podcast this week. But 9:59. I completely was on time today. What's this thing saying? I was on time. I don't know why it's saying 15 more minutes, but I was on time and I'm so proud of myself for that. I want to say a shout out to the Instagram Massive. Thank you for tuning in. Let me make this big again. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on, people. Me and the computer, we're having conversations. Okay, there we go. Yes. So I want to say big up to the Instagram Massive for joining. Thank you for being in the building. Of course, Twitch, my OGs, thank you for tuning in. YouTube, Facebook, like I said, you're going to do the dance with TikTok. So when TikTok says we're tired this week, you get to be there, and when you're tired, TikTok gets to be there. So it's either TikTok or TikTok or Facebook. Facebook is only if you're on my personal page. If you're not, unfortunately, I'm not accepting any more friends over there. So it's done. It's over. Rumble, big up yourself. Spotify tomorrow, or a little bit later when I upload. Big up to you as well. YouTube, my OGs, you can catch past episodes over on YouTube under the Angie Goodness page. You're just going to go to the live tab. If you click on the live tab, then you'll see all the past streams, even down to the very first Big and Serious podcast, where I had a very good conversation with Mama Goodas. So go check it out. And of course, follow me on all of my platforms. Angie Goodas, Instagram, Angie Goodas with 2 Z's. Spotify, you're going under Big and Serious Podcast. Rumble, you're going under Angie Goodas. So yeah, make sure you give me a follow. Let's get the numbers up so that we can keep spreading this to everywhere and everyone. And big up to everyone who, vibed in the chat. And if you didn't chat and you just listened, I hope you enjoyed it. But make sure you have yourself a beautiful, fantastic, sexy week, because that is always a necessity, right? It's always a necessity. So yeah, man, I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm ending my Instagram, and now